So, hello students. Today we shall be discussing a very important topic, and that is black box in an airplane. So, the context is because of the Baramati air crash in January, this black box was in news. So, we shall be discussing entire questions which you people would be having in their mind. No, why it is called black box, what is the significance of that. So, in short, we will be discussing everything about the black box, so you don't need to search here and there. So today we shall be answering all the type of questions in brief. So let's discuss about the black box. So we will be going question after question. So let's start. Our first question is, what is a black box? So no, with the name only you would be assuming that no, any box which is of black color and having a particular function. But let's start with the details that what is a black box. So black box is basically an electronic recording system. What is black box? Black box is an electronic recording system that is installed in the aircraft, and it continuously records the information related to aircraft. Right. So क्या है black box क्या है? Black box basically एक recording system है जो कि aircraft में place किया जाता है. And what is the purpose? To continuously record all the information related to black box. And what is the, in brief, if we say what is the significance of this? So it acts as very important safety tools in aviation. We will discuss how it acts as an important safety tool, but for now, please understand that its main purpose is to act as a safety tool for the airplanes. Now, next important question is, why is it called a black box? Is the reason is that it is black in color, so we call it black box? So here the answer is no. Actually, this black box is not black. It is not black. It is orange, and that too bright orange in color. What is the reason for being bright orange in color? So that it can be easily spotted, no, between the debris after the crash. So first important thing that it is not in black in color. Second important thing is it is no a reddish or brightish orange, so that no we can easily spot it where it is present. Now you can ask the question, then why we are calling it as black box? So the reason lies in the aviation terminology. Aviation engineering terminology. So in previous years or in the past, what was the thing that any equipment for which we need to hide the information related to that electronic equipment and device, so we called it the black box. So here this black box in airplane also we are not no, exposing the information to everyone. That's why from that time the name came black box, because information cannot be shared with each and everyone. Now, next important question. What is exactly inside a black box? You must understand, no, not very deeply, but at least you must have some idea. So, what is inside a black box? क्या होता है उसके अंदर? So, black box के अंदर basically two kind of devices होते हैं. दो devices होते हैं black box में, और वो devices basically recording devices होते हैं. तो पहला जो recording device होता है वो होता है cockpit voice recorder. और जो दूसरा रिकॉर्डर होता है वो होता है फ्लाइट डेटा रिकॉर्डर. फ्लाइट डेटा रिकॉर्डर. सो कॉकपिट वॉइस रिकॉर्डर का मेन पर्पस क्या होता है? सी इन कॉकपिट टू पायलट्स वुड बी देयर, राइट? सो पायलट्स आपस आपस में क्या बात कर रहे हैं, उनने अगर कोई डिसीजन लिया तो क्यों लिया, उनका थॉट प्रोसेस क्या था प्लेन जस्ट क्रैश होने के पहले. सो ये सारी चीजें कॉकपिट वॉइस रिकॉर्डर रिकॉर्ड करता है कि मतलब नो पायलट्स के बीच में कम्युनिकेशन क्या हो रहा है, और अगर कोई अलग से कोई अनयूजुअल साउंड सुनाई दे रहा है, इंजन का कोई अनयूजुअल साउंड सुनाई दे रहा है, सो ये हमारी चीज कवर होगी कॉकपिट वॉइस रिकॉर्डर में. नाउ ये यूजफुल क्यों होगा? सो जैसे कि वी डिस्कस्ड दैट इट गिव्स अस एन आइडिया कि उस टाइम पे पायलट्स क्या सोच रहे होंगे जस्ट बिफोर द क्रैश, व्हाट पायलट्स वुड बी थिंकिंग. नाउ कमिंग टू द फ्लाइट डेटा रिकॉर्डर. So it records all the technical data related to aircraft. So it's technical data like the speed of aircraft, like the altitude, direction, position, all the technical data is being recorded by the flight data recorder. Now, what is the purpose of this? So main purpose is it will help us to know how the plane was behaving just before the crash. So what is the purpose of a cockpit voice recorder? How the pilots were thinking, what was the line of thinking just before the crash. And flight data recorder would help us to know how the plane was performing just before the crash. Now, second, next question. So next question is, how does a black box work during a normal flight? No crash, nothing. So normal flight, how that black box work? So see, no, it's a simple thing. So during the flight, no, in aircraft at various places, sensors are placed. So sensors from all over the aircraft will collect the information and will collect all the different parameters. And finally, the signals from these sensors will go to flight data recorder. Now, all the cockpit microphones will record the voices of both the pilots, and this thing will keep on going. Both the kind of voice recorders. Now, the main thing here is, see, for example, both the type of voice recorders have storage of around 2 hours. That for 2 hours they can do the recording. If the information exceeds this limit, then the information which was recorded at the first place, that would be deleted. That would be overwritten. So, and the new information will be added to the recorder. So the main significance here is black box will always contain the most recent information. So you will be able to know that what was the latest condition just before the crash of aircraft, what was the condition. So this is the thing. So in this way, black box work during normal flight. But now, if crash happens, then what will be the situation? So how do black boxes survive the crashes? So see, it is a very impressive engineering achievement. Why I am saying this? See, black box are built to survive extreme conditions. So even if the aircraft is destroyed, this will not be destroyed. And the reason for this is a black box is placed under a device which we call as CSME. That is crash survivable memory unit. So since black box is placed inside this memory unit, it is heavily protected. So this can withstand any massive impact. अगर जोर से टक्कर लगी तो भी फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. It can withstand extreme heat also, and even under the ocean water also it can survive. So this is the important thing about the black box. So in this case, a black box can protect all the information. Now, next question is, how are black boxes found after the crash? So see, if the crash is on land, so easily, as we have discussed already, that it is bright orange color. So because of this bright orange color, if the crash is on land, so it is easy to spot the black box among the debris. So for land, it is done. Now, if we talk about the water, if the plane crashes in water, then what will happen? So in water case, the black box will activate an underwater locator beacon, which we call as ULB, that is underwater locator beacon. So what is the use of this beacon? It will continuously send the sound signals so that people can easily identify that something is there. And second important thing is it can be activated for around 30 days. So even if the crash is on land, it will survive. Even if the crash is in water, then also it will survive. Now, a very common misunderstanding. Let's discuss this. So common misunderstanding is sometimes people think that black box can prevent the crashes. This is the common misunderstanding. But this is not the case. Black box cannot prevent the crashes. Through the information from the black box, the people can learn about the crashes so that future accidents will not happen. It's not like because of black box the crashes can be avoided. That means black box then does not play the active role. ब्लैक बॉक्स आपको मदद करता है सो दैट यू कैन लर्न कि पिछले इंसिडेंट में ऐसा हुआ था सो अभी ये गलती निकालनी है. So this is the common misunderstanding. Now, next important question is, वेयर इज द ब्लैक बॉक्स लोकेटेड इन द एयरक्राफ्ट, मतलब कहाँ पर प्लेस्ड होता है, हेड के साइड, टेल के साइड, कहाँ पर प्लेस्ड होता है. So usually black box is located near the tail section of the aircraft. And what is the reason for this? ब्लैक बॉक्स ऑब्वियसली ऐसी जगह पर ही प्लेस करेंगे जहां अगर क्रैश हो भी जाए, मतलब कोई मैसिव इम्पैक्ट आ भी जाए, तो वो प्रोटेक्टेड रहे. तो जो एयरक्राफ्ट का जो टेल सेक्शन होता है वहां पर इम्पैक्ट कम होता है, मतलब वहां पर एक्सीडेंट्स होने के चांसेस कम होते हैं और ब्लैक बॉक्स सर्वाइव कर सकता है. सो ये रीजन है कि ब्लैक बॉक्स हमेशा एयरक्राफ्ट की टेल के साइड पर लोकेटेड होता है. ओके, सो दीज ऑल वर द सेक्शंस. These all were the small questions which we wanted to discuss, just related to prelims. So let's revise quickly. Very easy things we have discussed. So let's revise quickly. So first, what is a black box? So basically, black box is an electronic recording system and it acts as a safety tool against the crash. Why it is called a black box? क्योंकि पास्ट टाइम्स में ऐसी इक्विपमेंट जिनकी इंफॉर्मेशन आप इजीली शेयर नहीं कर सकते उसको ब्लैक बोलते थे. दैट्स वाई इसको भी ब्लैक बोलने लगे, बट एक्चुअली ये ब्लैक नहीं होता है, ये ब्राइट ऑरेंज या रेडिश कलर का होता है. और एग्जैक्टली इसके अंदर क्या होता है, इसके अंदर दो काइंड ऑफ रिकॉर्डर्स होते हैं. सो ये हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. नेक्स्ट इज नॉर्मल ऑपरेशंस के दौरान वो कैसे वर्क करता है वो तो हमें पता है. अब वो ब्लैक बॉक्स क्रैशेस को कैसे सरवाइव करेगा. सो वी डिस्कस्ड कि ब्लैक बॉक्स को एक मेमोरी यूनिट के अंदर रखा जाता है जिसको हम क्रैश सर्वाइवल मेमोरी यूनिट बोलते हैं. और इसकी वजह से इधर क्रैश अगर लैंड पे होता है और वाटर पे होता है देन ऑल्सो ब्लैक बॉक्स विल सर्वाइव. कॉमन मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि ब्लैक बॉक्स क्रैश को अवॉइड नहीं करता. ब्लैक बॉक्स हेल्प्स द यूजर टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड लर्न फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस मिसहैपनिंग्स. एंड फाइनली where black box is located, it is located near the tail section क्योंकि वहां पर एक्सीडेंट का इम्पैक्ट काफी कम होता है. सो अगर हम एक सिंपल एनालॉजी में समझना चाहें कि व्हाट इज ब्लैक बॉक्स, सो बेसिकली यू कैन कंसीडर ब्लैक बॉक्स एज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ सीसीटीवी कैमरा प्लस वॉइस रिकॉर्डर प्लस द हेल्थ मॉनिटर. So black box is the combination of all these things. So all these machines work in synchronization in the airplane, and finally we call this combination as the black box. So now in this discussion we have discussed entirely all the questions which people might be having in their mind. So I think from Prelims perspective all the concepts are discussed. So please, no, there is no need to look here and there for the concepts. So this was the discussion for black box. Thank you.